Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Screeny. With jewelry being one of the most commonly bought luxury items, it's no surprise the Pawn Stars have seen some pretty incredible pieces over the past decade. From a 19th century Roman ring to a 100-year-old Navy watch, here are the rarest jewelry ever seen on Pawn Stars. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. Number 8. Crown of Diamonds. Back in 2014, a man entered the shop with a luxury crown, handcrafted over 100 years ago made of pure diamonds. Rick and Chum obviously had their doubts about the legitimacy of the diamonds, so they called in an expert to check out the piece.
The diamonds are fine quality for the period. They're what you would expect to see.
After being reassured that the materials used are indeed real, the buyer revealed that the crown was actually owned by former First Lady of the United States, Ida McKinley.
It's seen in this official White House First Lady photograph, and it's featured there.
Well, certainly it does link in a fairly official way this piece to Ida McKinley.
The crown was professionally authenticated and valued at $75,000. After a few back and forths, Rick managed to buy the crown for $43K, and nowadays it is on display for all to see at the Canton McKinley Presidential Museum. Number 7. John Hancock's watch.
How much do you want for these? I guess if I had to put a price on them, I'd sell the pair at $400,000.
It's no surprise that a man like Rick Harrison has some pretty big shot connects, and in March of 2020 we were introduced to one of his clients who owns one of the largest Revolutionary War collections in the world. Rick's first instinct was to see if he has any John Hancock memorabilia, as he's one of his favorite founding fathers. For those who don't know, John Hancock is a former president of the Continental Congress living in the 1700s. He was the first to ever sign the Declaration of Independence. Rick's client brought out a few of John's historic belongings. However, the watch was Harrison's main interest. Not only does it hold incredible historic value, it was handcrafted out of 18-karat gold. The man asked for $400,000 for the entire collection. However, Rick said he only wanted the watch.
How about just the watch? Just the watch. I guess I'd price the watch at $150,000.
With some light negotiation, Rick purchased the watch for $125,000. Number 6. 1800s Roman ring. The Catholic Church is the oldest institution in the Western world, with its founding history dating back almost 2,000 years. With this comes a lot of Catholic items that have been preserved over the past millennia. This brings us to when a man entered a pawn shop with a Roman Catholic cardinal ring from the 1800s. As if this wasn't impressive enough, the jeweler who handcrafted the ring is actually a famous French goldsmith, Froment Maurice. The seller claimed he got the item assessed by a gemologist and that the ring was authenticated to be a real cardinal ring. The stones that made up the ring weren't all that remarkable, however the antiquity and historical value couldn't be ignored.
So how much do you want for it?
Well, for the ring itself, I'd love to get $6,000.
The man was seeking $6,000 for the ring, which was actually a fair price. However, Harrison was quick to call in an expert to assess its authenticity. The so-called expert claimed that this wasn't actually a cardinal ring, leaving Rick to offer only $2,000 for the sole purpose of its creator being Froment Maurice 200 years ago. This transaction received harsh feedback by viewers at home for the way it appeared Rick was altering the price at which the ring deserved. Unfortunately, the man proceeded with the sale and handed the rare piece to the pawn shop for just $2,000.
Well, I'll probably be more blessed having the $2,000 than I will having the ring, so you got a deal.
Apparently you're blessed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll meet you right up there.
Number 5. Stunning KUNZITE gem. Late last year, the pawn shop welcomed a returning customer who this time entered the shop with the KUNZITE gem.
Davey, what's up?
I need some money. Let's check that out. It's a KUNZITE.
A KUNZITE.
KUNZITE.
First discovered in 1902, KUNZITE is a rare gem that contains high-purity lithium. As you can see, this gem is huge and has a beautiful color to it. Depending on which the gem is facing, it's either light purple or completely transparent. Despite the customer being a regular, Rick didn't trust him that the gem was real, so he took it over to a gemologist.
I'm gonna have Jeff, my gemologist, check it out.
What, you don't trust me? You don't think it's real? I thought me and Rick were better buddies because I didn't think he needed to see a gemologist.
After a few tests, the KUNZITE was declared officially real and the man was eager to make a sale with Rick.
How much money?
I'd probably estimate $30 to $50 a carat.
Okay, how many carats does it weigh?
323.8 carats.
Upon realizing the gem was authentic, the seller immediately said he wanted $15,000 for the jewel. However, let's just say the customer wasn't so good at negotiating. The two eventually agreed on just $6,500 for this incredible item.
All right, 65.
All right.
All right, give me your ID.
Number 4. 1912 Longines Navy watch. If a man plays poker regularly, he probably has some pretty random things around his house. From his winnings, of course. This is most definitely the case when a man brought a 1912 Longines Navy watch into the pawn shop. He stated that his father won it in a poker match and gifted it to him just a few years ago. This watch holds incredible historical significance considering the U.S. Naval Observatory were responsible for the positioning, navigation, and timing for the whole U.S. military. The seller claimed the item had never been mounted or refinished, meaning the watch is still in its state to 100 years ago. The watch is actually 80% pure silver for the sole purpose of it not rusting while on a Navy ship. The man came in with a reasonable offer, $5,000, but Corey was quick to cut that price in half.
I'd offer you $2,500 for it.
It's a little late. I could do $3,500.
The two eventually agreed on $3,000. Number 3. Lucille Ball's necklace. While it's not the most impressive jewelry on this list, it's still most definitely a rare collectible. The reason for this isn't the material, but the historical significance. This is because the ring was once owned by legendary comedic actress who co-starred in the TV show I Love Lucy alongside her famous husband, Desi Arnaz. The man who was selling the piece claims he even has a photo of her wearing the ring before her death in 1989. The man even provided a formal certificate of authenticity as definite proof that the ring was indeed Lucille Ball's. The customer agreed on the price of $325 for this piece of jewelry.
I'll give you 3 1/4. I'm not gonna go anymore.
Well, that was gonna be my next number, so it works for me.
Okay.
Number 2. ZIESS Jewelry Loupes.
I have some what I think are really unique glasses I'd like you to take a look at.
Okay.
I bet you weren't expecting to see luxurious glasses on this list. That's right, back in 2015, a woman entered the pawn shop with ZIESS Jewelry Loupes. For those who don't know, these aren't ordinary glasses. They're actually used to magnify vision up to 10 times more than the naked eye. The seller claims the glasses are from the 1930s and were used in medical practice. Also, it was manufactured by ZIESS, which at the time were the leading manufacturers for high-quality glasses. The woman mentioned that she had got the loupes checked out by professionals, and they had assessed the price to be around $500. However, after realizing that there is some separation on the edges of the lens, Rick said he's only able to do $200. His reasoning for this is that with the glasses on, the edges don't look as clear as they should.
So I know the retail value is around $500 to $600. I'd love to get $500 out of it.
Okay, and
Of course, Rick being Rick managed to swoop the purchase for just $210. Number 1. Baroque Diamond Cross. In early 2015, a man entered the pawn shop with a 300-year-old cross. With that said, it's also made of pure diamonds, with Baroque art being extremely common in that time era. The cross appears full large in size, and quite colorful. Now I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like it's got any diamonds on it.
these are diamonds right here, but they don't look sparkly because diamonds are really hard to cut and polish.
That's because up until the 1900s, diamonds were hard to cut, so they had to be polished on the regular. And of course, those techniques aren't used nowadays. Rick built up the anticipation for how incredible this item truly was, and had the buyer extremely eager to make a sale.
Authentic jewelry from that time period can sell for millions. So if this cross is truly over 300 years old, it's worth a lot of money.
However, in the last second, he refused the man's $8,000 offer, claiming that he didn't believe the cross was 300 years old.
Which tells me someone took some old rose-cut diamonds and made this cross. This is not 300 years old. I really don't even want the diamonds.
I'd probably just have to hang on to it for that.
All right, have a good one, man.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite TV shows, and tap one of the 2 videos on screen for another amazing video.